Kenya's northern rangelands, a land of little water stretching across 4 provinces, one of Kenya's major wildlife corridors, home to pastoralist herders. In 2004, USAID, an ecotourism pioneer in Kenya, began to invest in this region. It helped create and support the Northern Rangelands Trust, an umbrella organization that oversees local conservancies owned and managed by local communities. NRT is now a community conservation model. 5 years ago, NRT had 5 conservancies. Since then, USAID has invested $3.2 million. There are now 18 conservancies, 3 million acres, and 100,000 people under the NRT, and the waiting list is long. Tom Lalampa is a Samburu. He grew up in Westgate, one of the first community conservancies to join NRT.
Before the Conservancy Initiative, communities are encroaching into wildlife habitat areas, blocking wildlife movement. Poaching is really rampant, very high.
NRT's unique role to build capacity, to ensure financial transparency, to improve local security for both pastoralists and tourists. The Samburu and Westgate have tangibly benefited from this innovative style of conservation.
It's just last year that we started seeing giraffes coming back because they were actually wiped completely. It's about improving the livelihoods of these local communities through wildlife conservation. I've seen the landscape change, I've seen people's hearts change, I've seen benefits trickling down, trickling to the communities, unlike before.
NRT has spearheaded the empowerment of local women. Microfinance loans enable women's associations to buy beads. They make decorations, bracelets, baskets. NRT buys them, brands them, and markets them in zoos in the United States and around the world. Last year, NRT sold 30,000 items, bringing $100,000 back into the community. Lack of water is a major impediment to development. USAID has funded a water system, bringing water from the Wasoniro River to a local village, supplying as many as 5,000 people. North of Westgate, surrounded by the towering Matthews Mountain Range, is another of NRT's most successful conservancies, Namunyak, with 1,600 people spreads out over 850,000 acres. In 2010, Namunyak earned nearly $200,000 from tourism, more than any of the other conservancies. 60% went to health and education. 40% went to security. Namunyak paid for 250 children's high school and university educations, a conservancy record.
As Northern Rangeland Trust and the communities in Northern Kenya, we couldn't have made that far if it were not because of the support of the USAID. Really, they support these initiatives, including conflict resolution with communities, all this sort of communication, getting the communities working together, creating a fabric.
In this unrelentingly arid land, success lies in ensuring coexistence between all, creating a place where cattle and elephant are equal, where peace can last, and where strong leadership crosses ethnic boundaries to build a better future across generations.